Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Sherm in the Booth. My name is Sherm. You guys are some true Chicagoans for coming out in January. It's snowing outside, it's freezing, and you're at the fucking club at 1 a.m.
Boys with the bass, yeah, boys, bass.
Who am I talking to right now? You're famous.
Free food, free drinks, music, girls. Let's go.
Do you like it? Cool. If you don't, goodbye.
I'm missing the most important part.
Boys with the bass, yeah.
We should throw like a crazy bar mitzvah party.
This is crazy. Send me stems. I finished it.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
Just wait, you know it kicks in like 3 to 5 seconds afterward.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to another brand new episode of Sherm in the Booth. I'm, of course, your host, Sherm, and today is Wednesday, May 4th, 2022. Wow, I just realized it's May, and this is episode 205. I am so excited to have the incredibly talented DJ-producer duo Win and Woo back on for their second episode. Last time Nick and Austin came on the show was episode 80, and that was in September 2019, and so much has happened for them since then. Such an amazing conversation throughout this one. At episode 205, we got it all in and fully caught up on LA life. Although the boys are originally from Chicago, they are definitely loving Los Angeles. We caught up on some of the exciting collaborations and features they've been working on in person in the City of Angels. LA is truly an amazing place for creators, and there are so many artists to work with, and inspiration is always on 100. Boys, when is that Kaleena Zanders and Annabelle England track coming out, though? One of the main reasons I wanted to have them back on was to talk about their new album called 10 Years. Now, Win and Woo have recently released 3 singles from this album, and it's a true testament to the 10 years of work they put into the project. We ran through the creation and collaboration process on tracks like Knots with Blair Lee, Good Catch with Sad Alex, and Vanilla Sky with Wrabel. You can really feel something deep in these compositions, and this album is a massive cornerstone for them. So exciting! Throughout this interview, we were talking about the past, present, and future of Win and Woo. Now today, we feel like they are unapologetically themselves, and these guys have had so much success over the years with their music. Official remixes for Katy Perry and Zedd, massive singles like Chicago and Sleepwalking, and collaborations with artists like Autograph. However, their new album has been created differently because they wanted to create a body of work that shows where they are at with their love of music today. They partnered with SoundCloud to have free reign on 10 years and never been more proud and happy with their productions. Amazing to hear that. I've been a Win and Woo fan for years, and this interview really hit home for me, not only as a fan, but also as a fellow creator. They continue to grow as artists, but also as people, and that I have a lot of love and respect for. Austin, congrats on your new baby, and best wishes to you and your family. Thank you both for making some time to come on Sherm in the Booth. Now let's get into it right now so you guys can hear their story for yourselves. This is episode 205 with Win and Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Sherm in the Booth. We've got my boys here. Welcome to the Two Timers Club with Sherm in the Booth, Win and Woo. Nick and Austin, guys, welcome back.
Yo, what's up, man? Happy to be back, dude.
Guys, it's been too long. Like I told you, since September 2019. That was episode 80.
Crazy.
This is episode 205.
That's insane. You've been crushing it.
205, dude. Honestly, it was moving so fast for so long. And when I finally did 200, I was like, okay, like I got to smell the roses. Like there's been a lot going on and I'm just having more fun than I've ever had with it. And I figured no better time than to have you guys on because you guys are killing it too. And man, you know how much I love interviewing Chicago artists as well.
Hell yeah. Chicago for life.
Chicago for life. Now,
even if I'm never coming back, it's still.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Chicago for life, man. But you know, I live in LA.
I'm coming back. Don't worry, it's fine. I'll represent it.
Yes, Austin is coming back, man. Dude, first off, congratulations again. You've got a kid on the way. I think by the time this interview comes out, the baby might be out too. So congratulations twice.
Hell yeah, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. It's pretty crazy.
That's awesome. You're a shining example of what it's like to have a real life in the music industry. And I feel like to so many people, it's like if you're in dance music or electronic music, it's like you're a DJ. So that means like you tour and party and do drugs and shit. It's like there's so much more to it. And you guys are both great examples of that.
Hell yeah.
But we also do party and do drugs.
Well, just like side A and side B.
Literally.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
Yeah.
I feel like when records have two sides, like
Yeah, for sure. That's
look
what,
at
which side of Winning Woo are we talking to? A side or B side of
it.
that?
Guess you'll have to find out.
Main
first.
stage or afters? Yeah. You know what I was thinking about recently, guys? Because I was just like searching you guys on YouTube and stuff, and I came across this random clip from like Bollywood in
Is that North Ave?
Yeah, 2017 or something like
That was
that.
a good time.
Yeah.
I was at that show, and that was the first time I saw you guys perform, and I just was taken back to like how awesome of DJs you guys are, and like going through your SoundCloud. Like we talked about this in the last interview, but like you guys are part of the SoundCloud boom generation. You guys still give back, and I fucking love that shit.
Yeah,
Thanks,
dude.
man.
We're partnered with SoundCloud. Like we love
Yeah.
working with them. Like they're awesome.
Yeah, that's who we're releasing our album with as distro. But yeah,
Oh.
it's been a great experience. Honestly, they let us, have a lot of freedom or almost complete freedom, and it's allowed us to have some cool creative things, which we're planning a lot more of for the rest of the album release scheduling. But yeah, it's been great, and songs are streaming good too. So it just goes to show that you don't need to be like on a big label to kind of do well. And I'm thinking that's a bit better that we did it this way for sure.
Yeah.
And with SoundCloud, like having that mentality and opportunity to do it with like the OG disruptor of it, like it's pretty sick.
Absolutely. And I mean, SoundCloud to me, everybody I feel like has said, oh, SoundCloud's dying. I don't know who those people are, because I feel like the fan base of SoundCloud is so dedicated.
Yeah, it's still good. And like electronic music, it's probably electronic artists because like their music isn't thriving as much.
Yeah.
But ours still does great. Like the Black Caviar remix that we put out has almost 1 million streams.
I saw that. That's crazy.
Like, and rightfully so that he crushed it. Like it's awesome. But like I know hip hop thrives on there like crazy.
Yeah.
And like that's sick. Like I mean, there's still users on it. It's just it's changed, and I don't think people all changed with it.
Yeah. There's a ton of DJs that use it too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, SoundCloud mining. You're fucking mining for gems deep, under
Yeah.
1,000 plays type edits and originals. And there's no better feeling when I find a track that has that instant download button. I'm like,
I was literally just about to say it. Like you'll show up on our profile sometimes. We'll have like 60 things reposted because I had to go through like 80 download gates to get to like one.
I respect the download gates, but sometimes I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm fine with like going through 2 steps. If I gotta go through 5, I just don't download it, which is
yeah, I know. That's no diss to artists, but like, please don't make me download or make me follow Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, like you on Instagram. It's like, hey, bro,
Pick one and I'll move on. Yeah,
I'm downloading your track. I'm gonna play it. I intend to listen to it. Like, it's TV
exactly.
out there.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have some fans of SoundCloud here too. And yeah, that's awesome. I didn't realize that you guys were officially partnered with SoundCloud. That's really cool.
Yeah, they've been great. Like we said earlier, like they're just super supportive and like giving you the freedom to do whatever, like literally whatever. Like we throw random ideas and they're like, hell yeah, let's do it. And like there's never any like fight back or anything. It's great. It's just like they're open to creating whatever our vision is, which is awesome.
Anything reasonable, which most stuff we come up with is, so it works out.
Yeah, it's been awesome. They're really, really great.
That's great. Mad love to SoundCloud. I'm still a huge SoundClouder. I think you might have seen, I do a lot of work with Hood Politics now, and the SoundCloud following for Hood Politics is like so dedicated, man. Like we do all these free edits, and it's just a place where original ideas can live. You know, it doesn't have to be like an original composition, but like, Max Styler, who's the fucking man. I know you guys know him.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about how much he loves SoundCloud and how great it is just to be able to release a track on SoundCloud without having to go through the labels and release dates and all the red tape, right? Like, dude, I want to make music so I can release it. And, it happens in the music industry because it's a business, but SoundCloud is just like, it's a fucking sandbox, man. Anybody can play with each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun to just like, you can also like test stuff out, like put it up, see how like get some people listening on it.
Yeah.
And like, it's a lot less pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to hear though? I know you guys got some fucking tracks on private from back in the day.
Oh yeah. Like Well, because like before we used like Dropbox or anything, like you would just upload it to SoundCloud. And put it on.
Yeah.
We actually have a Billie Eilish remix.
Oh yeah, we did one with Melv.
Yeah, a long time.
Wow.
Didn't come out. They ended up saying
And-
that they wanted more of a Win and Woo vibe. Then we kind of met in the middle between us and Melv, but we thought it was cool, and it was definitely slow, like really slow. So maybe that's why. But yeah, that was like right when she started, so that's pretty wild. Like
That's crazy.
you know, got done it better or something.
Yeah,
But
we were
it's so
inexperienced,
cool.
but
It's
yeah,
so
we
cool.
like the fact that they reached out to us back then. Right?
Still
I think it was Ocean Eyes.
it's still up there.
Was it?
No, it wasn't Ocean Eyes. It was a different song. It was like Sky So Blue. It's like Sky So Blue. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was right. It was like right under her, like as she was like about to blow up from Ocean Eyes, like
Yeah, it was around the
Yeah,
same
what year was that?
like 2016
16.
or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, it was a
yeah.
while back.
I just moved to Chicago, I think, like the summer before.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man. You know, like 6 years ago is like it seems like a long time ago, but it's really not, like in the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things.
no, dude, think about how fast things go. Like, well, like we said, the last time we talked was 2019, but
It doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
Does not feel like that. Time, man. Strange thing. God, we're gonna go on our fucking 30-year-old soapbox right now, aren't we?
No.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, you could drop edits on SoundCloud and go on world tours.
Yeah.
Those are the days. Those are the days, man. So you guys are out in Los Angeles right now, and obviously the pandemic and lockdown made it impossible to collaborate in person, but I've seen you guys in the studio so much with our girl Kaleena, Annabelle England. I mean, I feel like you guys have just been on a roll with creativity and just like feeling it. What's it
Yeah,
been like recently collaborating with
interesting.
people again in person?
I feel like we got cooler features and all that stuff during the pandemic than we did ever before.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had a album to focus on, but you know, some of them were in person. I would say it's
It's a good mix of like
probably like 30% or like 70% in person sessions, and then 30% like top lines that we got sent or something like that.
Right.
Or maybe even less top lines. There's only a couple top lines, but yeah, we wrote most of it out in the desert in 2020 in Joshua Tree, where we had like a couple ideas that we like weren't unfinished ideas that we brought out there. We stayed out there for like 4 or 5 days, and then just kind of like took those ideas and made some new ones, and like made them all like a cohesive kind of vibe. And then afterwards we added, you know, a few more tracks into the mix. But
yeah, it started out with the intention of being an EP, and then just like kind of snowballed, and we were just like, fuck it, let's do a whole album. Like,
we have enough
Wow.
tracks, so-
well, yeah, we have enough songs. Like,
Yeah.
it all makes sense together. They're all in the same vibes. Like 80% of them were written out there, so like it just felt right.
What an interesting time to be making music, right? Like you guys had been always making music with the intention to play it out live. Did you feel like creatively you were thinking about things differently?
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, when we were writing the album, I guess we were kind of thinking about playing it out live, but
Yeah, eventually.
definitely more about just like getting back to like making stuff that we really love to listen to,
Yeah.
rather than like thinking about the live aspects. I think sometimes for us, particularly like when we think about the live aspect of things, that's where, you know, we get a little like it gets a little tough on the creativity because we want to make high energy stuff. That like because we play a lot of high energy stuff too.
Yeah.
But we just have to be careful because, you know, we also like to make a lot of like kind of vibey stuff that, you know, that tends to like do well on streaming services and stuff like that. So we kind of have to balance those thoughts and not always think about the live aspect, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Not like what's going to do well. And I think because maybe you forgot about those strings, or like I said, the red tape earlier, you ended up tiptoeing this line of things that will do really well live and things that will do really well on streaming platforms, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we definitely went through a period where we were like figuring out, like we went one direction the other way, one the other way. We didn't really know what we were like in that process. We lost like what we were doing.
Yeah.
It's really cool though. Like Vanilla Sky, you know, it's a chiller song, but we played it every night on the last little tour run we did, and it felt great to do it.
Oh
You know?
man, that's awesome.
Obviously, it's probably one of those songs you do at specific shows or like kind of like at venue shows, and maybe not like in a club.
Yeah, I don't think I would like go to like, you know, Prism and drop Vanilla Sky at 2 a.m. But you know,
Probably not.
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it has
Yeah.
it has its time and place, and like I think with the album we were really trying to focus on like what brought Win and Woo to where it was, and getting back to that in a way. Because like we had taken so much time to explore like all the things we wanted to do creatively, but then like it was like, all right, how do we like tie that back into like but not only what our fans expect, but like what we always end up doing anyways. Like we'll be in the studio like with the intention of making like just a straight up banger, and then like turns out, like this melodic, beautiful thing. And we're like, all right, this is what we do.
For sure.
I would say the album's definitely, it has a couple of tracks that, you know, definitely could be played in the clubs, but it's definitely geared like away from that. And then we've already been working on the next thing. So
yeah, the next project,
which will be
of course you guys
definitely more geared towards clubs and festivals. So
that's awesome. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to say, you know, lockdown and the pandemic was a blessing in disguise, because it certainly was not for so many people. But it was a forced reset for a lot of artists in the creative industry. You know, you guys were touring Electric Forest, Lollapalooza, like everywhere, right? I have to imagine that you were just like, all right, we need another song, you know, like let's get in the studio. This is our allotted time slot. Okay, we're going to this town. Let's try and collaborate with someone here. All right, we're on the plane. We got to make a song, right? It wasn't like that in the beginning. You know why you became Win and Woo? You started off by saying, hey, we love making music together, and that's what matters to us right now. And it seems like that's where you guys are at now.
right.
Yeah, that's definitely what we got back to. Because like, I mean, like you just said, like I remember literally finishing a single on the back of a tour bus because like it was like we had to do it then,
right
get it, like, out. And like like the song does great or whatever, but like it wasn't like like looking back, we're not like, it's not like it's like that's our song. Like, you know, it's not the first one I pull out of the hat to show somebody for like to represent us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say there's like probably like 1 to 2 years like before the pandemic where I would say that probably wasn't like our best work time. Like there was some good records in there, but there was also like some stuff that I look back and I'm like, okay, like, you know, what were we thinking, or how did this happen? But that's okay, you know, that happens. But, yeah, like so I think now like everything that we're putting out, like we're both really pumped on and like confident in, so that feels a lot better, you know. And I feel like there's that during that time, like 2018, 2019, there was just some records that we liked, but we were getting like a lot of like direction from other people and like the label that we were with and stuff like that. So it wasn't like our vision in outright. It was like kind of this
mixed bag,
twisted bag of things that just doesn't feel as good as the stuff that we've been doing. You know? Yeah, man. There's like it definitely shows
a lot of depth there, guys, and I can honestly tell you, I mean, I said it before we went live, but like I can feel that in this new music, you know, like, and that's not to say that, you know, like I was gonna ask you about your massive remixes, right? Like your Katy Perry, your Wrabel and Kesha, you know, the Zed remix, right? Like those are amazing tracks, right? But like they're remixes, and you guys are fucking amazing at remixes, right? But I imagine that's where the direction from labels and artists came from. This album is Win and Woo unapologetically you, without anybody saying, here's what you should do, here's what will stream well, here's what will do well in the club. Exactly. And I love that so much, guys.
Yeah, it's just been the first time in a while where I think we've had that control, and it feels really good.
Yeah, all the songs
slowly taking more of that control back in general, and that's how we started. So just kind of, you know, just making sure that the stuff we do moving forward is our direction and not anybody else's.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah! Fuck yeah, guys. That's what I'm talking about. We're clipping that shit because that was fucking raw.
Hell yeah.
I love that, man. That's awesome. And, you know, like, fucking A, I said episode 80 is when I talked to you guys. Episode 205 is where we're at now. And in one way or another, that comes up in so many different ways for artists. You know, it's like you start off as a true artist, No one believes you except yourself. You make your music and you don't know what's going to happen. You catch steam, you fucking go straight to the mountaintop, and then you either plateau and that feels like you're slowing down, or you go down and you definitely feel like it, right? And you can never forget your why. Never, ever forget why you got into it. And for producers like you guys, it's for the love of the music. Like I said, unapologetically win and woo. And I know statements like that, like you guys just said, is really going to resonate with a lot of up and comers out there because,
Yeah.
I mean,
for
it's a long journey.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
yeah, it's over 10 years now. The album's called 10 years because when we were writing it, that would have been 10 years from when we met and started DJing. So,
Ooh, I got chills.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a long ass time.
10 years, guys.
Yep.
yeah.
When did you guys first meet again?
It's like 2010 in college.
Yeah, the
at
end of
Illinois
2010.
State, yeah. And then when we started in 2014. So it was like 4 years of DJing and making really bad music.
Man, if you could go back to your 2010 selves right now, do you think that they would believe you're at where you're at right now?
No, I don't. I
No.
mean, I think that I still think it's crazy that either one of us live in California and don't have any other jobs that are
Yeah.
music related, you know. So
Right.
that in itself is crazy. So I'm always blessed to, I mean, ultimately get to do crazy, awesome stuff all the time, and you know, don't really have to wake up and do 9 to 5, which is nothing against that.
Yeah, I get
But
it.
it is nice. Obviously, it can be tough at times, but it's worth it most of the time.
For sure. What was that adjustment like for you guys initially? Because I'm still hustling the fucking day job right now. And, you know, I have
Yeah.
hoop dreams of being an artist, but there's something to be said about both sides of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was bartending for like while I was DJing for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
I think we had like a bunch of odd jobs in between and stuff. But it was overall just better at saving money than me, so that's kind of why I needed the extra job. But yeah, I mean, it's
we
always,
never really had to transition like out of like a 9 to 5 like more corporate situation because we never really had one.
yeah, we never
Because
really had them.
we started at the end of college essentially, and by the time we got going, like the
Yeah,
DJ scene was thriving, so like we were able to support ourselves off doing that.
Mm-hmm.
playing at the mid, you know.
Yeah, like literally, like we were at the mid
Oh,
like every
yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and
And
then
then
like all
whatever
the
else,
random bars around Chicago, like
college shit, you know.
Yeah,
It
college
it
shows.
stacked up enough to
Yeah.
get by, and rent was way cheaper out there.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys live together?
No.
for a while.
Oh yeah, I guess we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
we lived
Oh.
Well, it wasn't that long. It was like maybe
our
a
buddy
year.
Justin Watmo had a house in Chicago that Nick moved into when he graduated, and then when I graduated I moved into. It was like he was just like a halfway house for DJs pretty much.
Hell yeah, Watmo.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, and he let us live there for a while, and then yeah, we just kind of kept growing and doing it in Chicago.
Damn, boys. You know, I'm missing the mid a lot these days, I got to tell you.
Me too, dude. I was like, I think I was on
Prism's
Instagram.
pretty cool club though. I like Prism.
Prism's sick.
Prism's
It's
dope.
Very similar vibes. Like I get the same
Yeah.
vibes from it for the most part.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the Century Room, which that was like the real
Well,
bread and butter of the mid.
That's
but-
where dreams were made. Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, no, it's equally as good, I feel like. But yeah, I missed just like the Chicago club culture a little bit in general. I was just
For sure.
reflecting back on that. Like
Definitely.
every night of the week, you could go out and find
I don't know
one of your
if my-
homies throwing a party.
I don't think my liver misses it.
Yeah, true.
Oh, dude.
People in Chicago drink differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't I know it? Have you guys heard of Electric Hotel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been there actually. The last time in the summer I went, and I RVL.
Yeah.
And I was definitely drinking most of the day, and I was like, let me play a couple songs, and I think I just read the vibe wrong. I was playing like one or two, and then I was like, all right, I need to get it. I'm done. And I was wasted though, so I mean, it's my bad, you know.
Bro, that place, I love it. I played like a 10 to 12:30 slot there, and like I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I don't have to drink that much. You know, people will come after I'm done. I can escape. Like the way that it's set up is like you're a DJ, and then like there's tables behind you with a bar. And dude, a fucking formal came and it was popping, and I was like, oh shit, all right, this is dope. And then a lot of people came, and then these college kids were buying me shots, and I'm like, oh no, hold on. I'm like, can I please have a bottle of water? They give me a little fucking Fiji thing like this big. I'm like, I'm so fucked. Like I already knew I was fucked. And then you're done DJing and you go back and there's like this bar area. And I felt like I was in like a pig pen. I was like, dude, I'm so fucked. Like everywhere I turn is a tequila shot or a White Claw or beer.
Yeah.
But that's Chicago club culture, you know, like it's not necessarily like blacking out, but it's just so social, you know, and it's so like, hey man, let me get you a drink. Hey man, like it's good. Like that's where we talk and hang out.
Yeah.
So fun. That doesn't exist here.
Yeah, that doesn't exist out here.
It's kind of
really.
Yeah, it's different. It's very different.
Like like there's like different like bars and stuff you can have to more house parties I think than anything.
Yeah,
which is cool. I don't mind it either, but yeah,
just completely different.
It's cool to have one night. I just was like on my way to a wedding in I think Minnesota somewhere, and so I had one day that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and get a hotel and just stay in Chicago, and then hit up all my old friends and go out for a night. So it was a really good time.
Yeah, Chicago club culture is you get texts from people at 3:30. You still at Electric? You still at Prism?
Yeah.
I am, but I might not respond.
I am. That's why I'm not texting you back.
Yeah. Fucking A. I know you guys know Isaiah. He was like, you guys still at Electric at 3:30 in the morning? I was like, I'm not staying. Isaiah's coming. I'm fucking out of here, bro. Like, oh man. Well, Chicago club culture misses you guys. You guys, I'm hearing your music all the time. I told Kaleena this, who was definitely one of the best guests of all time. She's certified one of the best human beings on earth.
Oh yeah.
And, I play right in front of me so often. I mean, at least 70-80% of my sets, because it's just very versatile, you know. And I really mean it, guys. A lot of people know the song. They come up, say, I love Win and Woo. They sing the words. Other DJs definitely know the song. So you guys are still very much alive in the club culture here.
That's awesome.
It's good to hear, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is why I'm dying to hear this collaboration with Kaleena. Oh,
we got a couple different things.
Yeah, we have several with her now.
We just put one out that we worked on for her.
Oh yeah, we produced one for her.
Yeah, it's called Resurrected.
Oh, right. She told me that. Guys, love that track.
Kind of crazy acid house shit.
Yeah, Nick came in acid house and it just turned into like a pretty cool single.
Yeah, she's so dope. That's like, I mean, I wanted to ask more about the LA scene because I feel like that's one of the major reasons you moved there, right? To collaborate with all these other artists that are trying to make it too. I mean, it's the hub, especially dance music.
Yeah.
Yeah, every style.
Yeah, all music really. And like,
I like it.
There's just like, I always explain it to people that the easiest is just like the organic opportunity out here is more than any other city you can go to, where like you'll run into people, you'll, you know, meet people through other people that like you just can't do if you're not out here.
I think that's what's so crazy about Coachella, just the last 2 weekends, that you just, I mean, the whole industry is there.
Yeah, the whole entertainment industry.
That's what I'm saying.
For like A-listers all the way down, not
like,
even
dude.
not just like EDM stars or anything. It's like
when you see like when you go to some festivals, you'll see some of the people that you always kind of see here and there.
Right.
But I mean, you would see. I mean, there's people I knew were there. I didn't even try to see anyone because you're just gonna see people left and right anyway. Because you know, like most of the people that do anything are there. You know, it's crazy. I've never been for the first time, so
good experience.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I really want to go. It seems just like, I don't know. It's like just a true music and arts festival.
Yeah, really big. It can be if you don't stay close enough. It's kind of crazy. Like one weekend we stayed like 40 minutes away.
Oh shit!
That's like really tough. The next weekend, 30-minute walk. That was way better. You know.
Yeah, I can do after the festival. I feel like I could walk across the fucking earth. But
yeah,
like,
you got to deal with your legs are dead. Like you can't feel them anyway. So like you're just like, let's get.
Yeah, we're good. I'm numb. But if you got to deal with getting in the Uber and one person's too fucked up and
an hour
traffic, I'm just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
That's why I love Lollapalooza, because it's a festival in my backyard.
Yeah, you just literally walk out your door and you're like,
last time I talked to you, I was near the Sears Tower, as we call it, and now I'm near the Chicago Theater. Nice. I got to get out of the loop soon, though, boys. This shit's getting to me, but I still love downtown because, like, as an Indiana boy, just
Yeah.
looking out and seeing the lake and all the skyscrapers and everything. I'm just like, that's when you know I'm like, all right, yeah, Chicago's fucking awesome.
I do miss
That's
that
why
shit.
I'm moving back to the city and not the suburbs when I come home.
You're moving to the city. Okay, there we go. West
Yeah.
Loop? You're a West Loop guy.
Honestly, yeah, like West Town probably.
Yeah, West Town, absolutely.
Yeah.
West
Like, I
Town
heard
is
that-
awesome.
I heard it's pretty sick right now. It's like growing and getting bigger and like a little
Dude,
nicer,
yes.
a little less sketchy.
It's not sketchy at all anymore. I mean, anywhere's sketchy when it comes
Well,
down
of
to it.
course, but I mean, I can walk out my front door and see some sketchy shit in LA. So it's the same. It's the same everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it is what it is. Just live your life. Like,
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think of like West Town area is where I'm looking.
coming back, dude. Residency at Electric Hotel, open format.
Done.
Woo
Yo,
sets.
I would definitely play some 3-hour sets again. Like,
Let's go, bro. I'll book you at Soundbar. Let's get you back.
do it, dude. We'll do a housewarming party.
Be sick.
Let's go. Fuck yeah, guys. Oh man, that's exciting. That's exciting. Okay, so
I know.
LA is incredible. That's what I'm hearing.
It is. I love it out here.
Yeah. I know. I got to get out there. I love San Diego. I do a lot of stuff out there, but my fiance Maya, she's never been to LA and I've been there so many times. So I'm definitely going to come out there probably when it's cold in Chicago, just because, we got to make it fucking work when it's summer here.
Yeah.
San Diego's one of my favorite places in the country, though. Like,
Yeah,
as far as cities go, like if they had a music industry like they did up here, I'd pick that over this city any day.
Yeah. But then it wouldn't be San Diego. That's like the thing, you know?
Yeah, San Diego's amazing.
Yeah.
San Diego is amazing. I love there's a lot of cross pollination though, which is really cool. Like I feel like it's almost one big city. Like people in San Diego know people in LA and vice versa. And I think that's awesome.
I mean, dude, you can get back and forth like no traffic, like in 90 minutes. Like not that bad.
What time you got to leave? 2 a.m.
Sometimes, yeah. No, last time I went down there with Megan, we got there in just over an hour and a half. But we left at like 11 p.m.
I don't know.
It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, drive 85 or whatever, 90.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, there's the Midwesterner in you. Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
There's 8 lanes. You got plenty of room.
8 lanes. God damn, it's the Autobahn.
It's huge.
Holy shit. Okay. Back to the music.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, I mentioned some of these amazing remixes, guys. The Katy Perry, Harley's in Hawaii, Since I Was Young, Wrabel and Kesha. All right, let's check out this masterpiece together. This one's called Since I Was Young in the Win and Woo remix by Wrabel and Kesha.
Since I was young, always tried to cover up who I was and who I loved. Then I got older. Since I was young, always thought that 25 would be the last year of my life. Then I got sober. Now I'm on myself than I ever was. I'm happier than I ever was. And I learned to let someone love me for me. Since I was young, always been the weird one out, fucking up and being uptown, and I've been this way since I was young. Since I was young.
Was that your guys' first introduction to Wrabel? Or like, how did you guys actually first?
Yeah, that's actually how we were like, he was like, hey, you want to do this remix? And we kind of both agreed to do like a little trade. We're like, yeah, like we would also love to work with you. So we'll do the remix.
Nice.
You would like to do like a song with us. And he was super down. And we got on a phone call and, talked during the pandemic because he's a really awesome guy.
Yeah,
And
where's he from?
I forgot where he's from.
He's American though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't remember exactly where he's from.
I want to say he's from California, but I don't.
Yeah, don't quote it. Don't quote us on that.
Don't worry.
But yeah, he wanted to talk to us and like make sure we were good people before he agreed to like do that,
Which I thought was awesome.
which I think is
You
cool.
hit it off. Yeah.
It was one of those things too where like it was like pandemic. He's like, it just gave me time to reflect that like I only want to work with people that I like to work. Like I could go have a cup of coffee with.
Right.
Like
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
Right.
whatever. So like it was really cool that like we got to meet on those terms and then like get
And
to work together
it
like
came
that.
together super naturally. Like, you know, we had the demo, and then it was really like one kind of crack at it. And by that time, everyone was just like, okay, yeah, this
Yeah, I think we
works.
did like a few hours in a session on it and Joshua Tree, and it was just like
Sent it to him, and
this
he
is it.
had a few notes and bounced them back, and you know, that was the demo at least. And obviously we mixed it and stuff, but but yeah, it came together super organically, you know.
Oh man. And that is one of the amazing things that I think has happened to the music community is collaboration without boundaries across genres, across artists of all levels, right? Like we know that there's talent on every level. It's just a matter of like the connections and how well you've marketed yourself. And
yeah, exactly.
For those that don't know, like Wrabel is so incredibly talented. I mean, he wrote 10 Feet Tall, right? Like he is amazing. And you know, you guys aren't massive, but you're fucking talented. And he saw that and knew that and met you. And I just think that is what's so special about the music industry right now.
Yeah, no, I that's what I mean. Like it was like him being a true artist, us being fans of him.
Yeah.
And then like getting that like connection with him like on a personal level to do that and get that like organically happening was just like such a cool thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn. Woo! I love that story. And I mean, shit, Vanilla Sky Guys is like,
thank you.
It's a masterpiece.
That's one of our favorites we've done in a while. Like that's just very, like we said, like very much win and woo. Like
probably the most by the book one that we've.
Yeah, like if you were to like describe our
had to
sound.
pick one, or I guess Knots too, but but both of those are like super. I mean, I guess they all kind of are right now, but. I'm really excited for you guys to hear the next one. The next one's called. Actually,
we just changed the title of it.
Yeah, are we gonna call it? Was it maybe or Walk Away?
Walk
We're
Away.
deciding right now. Walk Away.
Well, I think it's gonna because we were gonna call it Ask at first, but now it's gonna be called Walk Away. So I just had to remember what we changed it to.
Yeah.
And that was the artist's name's Saint Sinner. She's really dope. She's been on some Tycho tracks. If you listen.
Yes. Wow. Fuck yeah, guys.
She's like mega talented. You know.
Same situation here. Like we've been fans of hers for a long time too. So like it's just like, and this song happened super organically too. It's just like
just we're kind of come up with some cool things we could do.
Yeah, we're making some cool art for it, and just kind of like she's such a cool artist and has a cool artistic direction that like we're working with her on that to like. Mm-hmm. Meld it into our album and like kind of I don't know, it's gonna be cool and super unique.
Woo! When's that coming out?
Soon. That'll be the next single.
End of May.
Yeah, end of May is the tentative date. Obviously if you're in the music industry, you know things don't always go quickly.
My avid listeners have heard it many times. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nothing new. So
the timeline and agenda. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's frustrating. Amazing, guys. Album's called 10 Years, which is once again, I think that really wraps it in one perfect bow to me. Like your guys' story, and you have 3 tracks out right now. Knots, Good Catch, and Vanilla Sky, all paired with original singers. And you know, I want to ask, this is your first album, and I had a great conversation with Michael from Autograph about this because they just released their first album after putting out EPs, singles, remixes. What was the reason you guys decided to do an album rather than just putting it out in single form?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing singles forever, and obviously the next step for most people is EP. But at the time when we wrote it, it felt like an album. We didn't feel like any of the tracks needed to be cut. So it's 10 songs, and it's like you can't really call that an EP. And just what it represents, like it does. We do feel like it represents our journey and like our sound like perfectly. So there's no reason that we needed to like be like, oh, we need to put out an EP first. Like it just is an album, and it does like everything that we need it to be. It checks all the boxes of what an album is. So that's why we kind of skipped the EP step. But we did know we wanted to start doing bodies of work because we've never been on that cycle, and I think it's really hard to focus your creativity and your direction for however long if you don't kind of have those things, those projects to work on. Doing the single game thing, it gets like endless and grinding and
it's like before finishing the song on the back of the tour bus.
Yeah, exactly. It's just we, like I said, we've done not quite 10 years of it as far as like Win and Woo goes, but
Yeah.
like, you know, doing essentially one song at a time for 10 years straight.
I guess it was like 6 years, like 5-6 years.
2014 is when we
singles.
started Win and Woo. So yeah,
So just like kind
singles from 2014
ridiculous.
till this
Yeah.
album.
That's running a fucking business right there.
right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So like it was fun as an artist too to like focus on like one project
yeah.
and make it kind of all like sound like itself, and
Yeah.
you know, use like recycle sounds and not feel guilty for it or like stuff like that, because like, you know, like we have like guitar in almost every song. We have like just things that like we would normally do, but like oh, we did on the last song, we should maybe like switch that up.
If I
like,
go back,
Yeah.
like if I could go back and change just something about what we've done, like I would have done EPs and like bodies of work way sooner. And I recommend like any up and coming artists to like think about that sooner, especially in today's climate. People are ready for that now.
Yeah.
That maybe weren't so much a couple years ago, but I still think like if we would have done that, it just would have been a little bit easier for like a larger crowd of people to like latch onto what we were doing. And it's kind of difficult when you're like putting this thing out, that thing out, and it maybe, you know, doesn't all communicate to people in the same way, and it can get confusing, you know.
Absolutely, for sure. There's so much meaning in what you guys are putting together here, because like it's a true art, you know. Like I mean, you can say what you want about earlier Win and Woo and the business aspect of things. It still was you guys, right? Like in the studio, but now what you guys are releasing, I mean, I hear it, I feel it, like the sound design, the layers, the originality, like the knots, guys. Like when you released this with the performance video, I was like, yeah, this is them. Like,
Right.
this is true art, you know. And I've always looked up to you guys as that. And I know you guys are great DJs and businessmen too, but like, you know, I've always known how truly talented you are. And when I saw Knots, the video and the song with Blair Lee, like you can just tell this is Win and Woo. All right, let's check out this one together. This one's called Knots by Win and Woo featuring Blair Lee.
You get the best of, you get the best of me, you get the best of, you get the best of me, everything you do, it sets me free. You always tied up in knots that I made up in my head. Then you found me just in time, cut me loose from the sides, got me out of my mind.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
I'm glad you recognized it. And
I do absolutely, because I come to you guys not just as like, you know, a fellow artist, but as a fan of Win and Woo, and I saw that, I felt it, and I feel like everybody else did too. And it's just it's a song, it's a story, you know. It's like it's not a track, you know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah. What was it like to actually make that video? Because it was so dope.
That
It
was
was
crazy.
cool. Our manager Matt, he like we told him kind of what we wanted to do, and we knew we wanted to have a dance aspect. And then he had a friend that had an art installation kind of already set up with similar, you know, things with the projectors and that, and they're about to take it down, but we were able to like sneak in there and use it.
Oh shit.
And so, you know, and my buddy helped us with Source the Dancer, who was perfect.
Yeah.
And then we like, you know, when we made the album, super inspired by like analog synths. So I wanted to pull out my synth that we used to make a lot of the album with.
You guys were looking like fucking Rufus Soul and shit. Like, I was like, let's go. Like, is this what are they
They
gonna go
were
on
the
tour?
inspiration would be a lie. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, that was the goal. Like they're, you know, their goals for sure.
They're the goats.
But yeah, no, it was just crazy because that video happened so quick. We had the concept on to a video treatment that Nick made, and then literally within 48 hours we shot and filmed all of it because this guy had the artist, his name's Nate Muller, he had this huge like those silks that are hanging, he had that installation installed and he was moving it to like a festival or something like Shambhala or I don't even know.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm taking it down in 2 days. And we're like, can we go? This is exactly what we're looking for. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. But we have to do it now. We're like, all right.
Fuck it.
Let's do it. Like we literally like called SoundCloud, like, can we spend the money? They're like, yep. And then
we had Yoder edited it. So
yeah, it was Chris Yoder.
Oh,
he edited it. So
that explains a lot. I might not have looked at the fine print. I was gonna say the editing, the directing, like
Our creative director at the time, Derek Rickert, he shot with Nate, the artist actually, and directed it, and then Yoder edited it.
Yeah, it was great.
And
great.
Just a perfect storm of good people helping out and
good way to
things working out like
things
that.
off for sure.
It's amazing. Was that song always going to be the first one you guys released from the album?
No, actually.
Things floated around quite a bit, and it just kind of ended up being like we were ready to go, and like just getting like dates from other artists when things would work. It being one of our favorites, we wanted it to be a single, so it just kind of felt right, and we just ran with it.
It's amazing, guys. That's so true. Perfect storm of talent right there. I mean, the timing of that is crazy. We got 2 days to get this down. Yoder's got time. You guys got time. Your creative director has time. The fucking dancer, like, damn.
We showed our manager like a YouTube video of another music video that like we're like, we kind of want to do something similar like this. He's like, I have a friend. He's in LA. And like we're like, holy shit, let's do it. And then it just literally 48 hours from treatment to final shot.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that it does not happen every time, let alone every day.
No, it was crazy, but awesome. It was super fun.
Amazing, guys. It's just full package with that song. So dope. I love it. And, you guys talking about how some of these tracks would do well at a festival or a club. Good catch to me. This song has it all, guys. It is impossible not to love this song. It's called Good Catch by Win and Woo featuring Sad Alex.
Swear I would watch the Lakers game, even though I don't know basketball from the game we're playing. Yeah, I'm not overcomplicated. You don't have to spin a web with the words you're saying. And if you started feeling down, swear that I would take you higher. Oh, but you give me the runaround. Maybe I'm just getting tired. Oh, I know I'm a good catch. I just got some bad habits. Sliding up the wrong match. Why does it feel right when it isn't? I'm a good catch. Maybe it's just bad falling for you. I know I'm a good catch. I just got some bad habits. Sliding up the wrong match. Why does it feel right when it isn't? I'm a good catch. Maybe it's just bad falling for you.
I mean, Sad Alex, I read the story and I love how you guys put a little something on the SoundCloud bio. You make my job a little bit easier with this shit. But like tracks like these, in my opinion, are like what take you on world tours. Like you guys were really in tune on this one. And I saw you met Alex for a drink, and old fashioned, no less. So great introduction. Right before the pandemic, the relationship was strong enough to stay in touch. And then when things were getting a little safer, you made it in one session.
Yep. She came in to a session. It was the first time we had worked on music together, and she, like,
damn,
she's an incredibly talented writer. I don't know if you follow her on TikTok or anything, but like that, she kind of just like makes TikTok videos of songs she wrote like in the moment or that day. Yeah, and she's insanely talented.
Very fast.
Yeah, so
Quick.
She definitely took the brunt of that, and then the instrumental just like kind of came together really organically and quickly, and all of us were like, this is great.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that we added like after the initial writing session. Same with the next song you'll hear. And then we have like the next single after that too, but the rest of it, like the rest of the body of it was all made at the same time, which was cool.
Dude, it's so sick. And I listened to the new Win Woo Repeat today, and I think you guys made a mashup of the Black Caviar remix though, like of the original and then that drop, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn, this song's good.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you, dude.
it's so good. Like, I mean, it gets stuck in your head, and it's one of those songs. It's like I can easily understand her lyrics, right? Like the composition is so great. Like the mix and master on the song is like fucking top notch Hans Zimmer shit, dude. And the lyrics, I'm just like, I know I'm a good cat. I got bad habits. I'm like, yeah, I do. Right. For sure. Like we all do. Like, it's just like, it's so relatable. And I feel like that's why I meant it would take you on world tours. Cause like there's a global understanding on the message of this song.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's cool. It's like, it's the perfect combo of like what we like to do in dance and pop, to where it's pop forward lyrics, but dance oriented track. And it's good. Really good.
Amazing. A great body of work, guys.
Thank
For what
you.
it's worth, I'm fucking proud of you because goddamn, it's good. I love it.
Thank you.
Excited. So again, you talked about Vanilla Sky already. I know you guys are gonna love this one. It's called Vanilla Sky by Win and Woo featuring Wrabel.
Oh, what a sight. Vanilla sky above your head. I see the light. Don't say you're leaving. That's a bad night. Vanilla sky, you are my paradise.
Third one, I think again, this is a true piece of art. And it's just so cool, like the track itself. And this is the one where I really listened to it, and I was like, I listened to it once, and then I listened to it again, and then I digested it. Then I really had lunch and digested that, and then I listened to it again, and I was like, holy shit, like this is like not something I've ever heard before, especially from you guys, or let alone in the dance music industry, because it's genreless almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you guys make genreless music? Like, is that just you? Like, on
that
a platter?
That was kind of like almost like a blackout session during the.
Okay, that makes sense. You don't know
Not
what
a literal
happened.
blackout, but like,
Yeah, not from alcohol, right? I got you.
Like halfway through like a week of writing music, and it just kind of like pops out, and like that was cool. And you listen back to it, and you're like, all right, I really like that. And
Yeah.
you don't like you just don't destroy it. That's the hardest
yeah,
part.
we didn't
you just-
change almost anything after we
Right.
got home and like went
Yeah.
revisited it. Like,
Just, little things, but you just we made it in the moment, made it feel right, and didn't like add too much. The song was already, that one, was already written before we got it, and it was already a good song. So
Yeah.
we just kind of like added our flair to it and like didn't overdo it, because usually that's when you like, really destroy things, or it's not like, especially the other artists is like, oh, I don't like that, because you change. You don't need to change the whole song. You just need to make it better. And if you're gonna make it better, like, it doesn't always need to be like this over the top thing. So
yeah, you can in fact do too much.
yeah, you can.
Yes, you
This is
can.
a real thing in music. You can do too. Actually, most of the time, you can do too much.
We're all
You'll
culprits.
find A lot of the simpler things end up being the best things.
Less is more, right?
Facts. That's a hard lesson to learn, and
How
it's
many,
a
how many
continual
tracks are in
lesson.
that song? Like, do you remember?
I mean, if you were
It's
to
mostly-
put the drums like on a normal, like on like one group, like an
Yeah.
actual drum group, and not like for the mixing purposes, we do
Yeah.
individual. Like it's under like 25.
Yeah, because there's like drums,
I think it's
guitar,
like 23 tracks total.
drums, guitar, bass, vocals, vocal chop thing.
Right.
That's
right.
it.
And then like
But
the individual
FX.
random FX and drum.
Yeah.
There isn't that many, probably.
But yeah, I mean, if I
Wow.
grouped it, you could get it. I think I grouped it before we sent it off to get mastered, and I think it was like 8 tracks,
10 years later, you finally learn less is more.
sort of. It comes and goes.
We've got a-
It does come, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, guys. It's just awesome to see you guys really loving what you're doing, like all these years later, right?
Yep.
And I mean, seemingly loving it the most you've ever loved it, at least the creative process.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
the making music
feels-
part is the most fun part for me right now.
It feels closest to just like real, I guess. Then or like I'm like missing the word, but it
Like
just
authentic.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. It feels the most authentic that it has, and probably since we started. So like that's cool.
Have you guys had times where you're more excited about DJing than the actual production aspects?
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. It comes and goes in waves.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, obviously, there was a time last year where we started just playing shows again, and that was like
That was the best.
super exciting.
Of course, absolutely. I feel the
Now
same.
we're not really focused on shows at all because, we just want to get the album out, start writing for the next stuff, and then, he has the baby coming, so it's just not a good time to like load the schedule up with touring.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That too,
That's a quick way to a divorce. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also think like his goal and my goal, I think long term was always to be producers more than
Absolutely.
DJs.
You just
Like,
started off as DJs in Chicago, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean that's the natural progression in electronic music for the most part.
absolutely.
Not always, obviously. There's always the bedroom producer that turns into DJ, but
Yeah.
for the most part, like especially if you came up in Chicago or anything like that back when we did, like you DJ'd, and then if you wanted to continue in a different way, like you made music after that. Otherwise, you could keep DJing for sure, but
Yeah.
like
It's tough.
yeah, it is. But yeah, no, I mean we're very focused on the music right now, and it's really nice actually.
Yes. There you go. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Because man, sometimes I feel like I'm fucking holding my breath. I have been realizing more and more how important it is to stop and smell the roses. Like we're in an industry, we're in a fucking world where it's go, 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 go. Social media, post, content, release, DJ, tour, party. And it's like, dude, like I need to be proud of where I'm at right now and all the highs and lows. And man, I think you guys have experienced that too. And I want people out there to know that like it needs to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people think it goes straight up, but it really doesn't. Like it doesn't have to, or I should say. For some people it happens, but for the most part, even those people that it seems like it happens
too fast, it could be dangerous too.
Yeah, but and even most of the people that you see like go straight up, we're actually doing it for a very long time in some other way and failed a bunch before that too. So like
I can only imagine the pressure a guy like A-Craze has. I'm sure he'll be.
Oh my God, dude. I talk about that all the time.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you didn't expect to skyrocket to where, and that's not a bad problem to have, but then you run into the pressure of like, okay, now I gotta compete at this level. Not that he wasn't that he can't, but that I'm sure it's just a big jump, so he has a lot to live up to.
There's a lot less room for error.
Well, just a lot. After you have a record hit so big, there's lots to live up to, and I'm sure he will. I've heard he's a great guy. I've never met him, but
yeah,
I'm rooting for him. Obviously, I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's tough either way.
Yeah, for sure. And on that note too, I mean, I feel like the Do It To It has done something really, really special for house music and like the mainstream, like with the power of TikTok and that song. I mean, that is, if you took off the vocals of that is a true tech house song,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
He started off as a dubstep producer, actually. I don't know if everyone knows that. Dude, these fucking dubstep producers that become house producers, we're so fucked. Like, they get low end, like, we'll never get it.
Yeah, and their sound design is just so creative compared to, like, regular house producers. Like, we're all making, like, synth plucks, and they're just, like, fucking just doing the craziest shit of all time. You're like, okay.
Yeah, they're like, dude, nah, I don't do that. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool to see that, though, that, like, their worlds clashing into the house world. Like,
I love it. I think it's great. And that's why it's such a special time. We were talking about it before in dance music, right? Like the rise of popular trends right now, and music industry is always full of trends. And we've all experienced it. I think we talked about it last time, right? Like the EDM boom in 2011. Let's just start with Avicii Levels, right? That just catapulted everything. And then you have Alesso Calling, and then Flosstradamus Original Dawn, and then these dubstep artists like Excision blow up, and then you've got Progressive that had a great run, and then We start to get into more Kygo and mainstream stuff like that, right? And it becomes commercial. But house music has always been going like this. You know, I know you guys love house too. We're all from the home of house, and it's just interesting now because people like Chris Lake, Fisher, Sonny Fodera, John Summit, Green Velvet, right? Like people that are new and old are bigger than ever. Simple question: why do you guys think that is?
I think it's just good timing, like with everything. Like we were talking about earlier. It's just like music comes and goes in cycles.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, like I said though, like where we feel like dance music's in a good spot right now overall. Like, house music is one of the oldest forms of it. As far as dance music goes. So like, you know, there's a reason that like it stays prevalent.
I feel like electronic music has struggled in the past couple years, and now it's like re-peaking, but the taste has moved to like underground taste. Like that's why that stuff is doing better. Like it's not as cool to like crossover electronic music maybe, which we kind of sometimes fall into, but like or like just like, you know, dubstep's still doing well too, but it's just like
absolutely
underground like kind of stuff, which I guess it really like John Summit isn't even underground anymore, but
right. I mean, it happened so quickly.
Right. Yeah. That type of like taste, I think, is just like getting crazier and crazier. I think that's why things like real like techno, like heavy techno and trance even, and like drum and bass will see like
their
moments like soon. Like sooner than like, you know, future bass will come back or like even like, you know, Skrillex style dubstep, which I don't know if we'll ever see that again.
We might not.
But yeah, I just saw John Summit both weekends out there. He was playing after the set that I was at both weekends. So it's good to see him, and I'm always like, dude, just every time I see him, like, just fucking so proud that you're out there repping Chicago like that. Sick.
He is repping Chicago, man. It's awesome. I mean, I think there's so many reasons. I agree with you guys both wholeheartedly. You know, I look at like our generation, like the 27 to 35-year-olds, so that are like still like, you know, the needle movers in the industry, right? Like we did all that shit for years. We jumped and jumped and jumped, and now we're still loving it, but we just want to dance now. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons that house is doing so well. I mean, I can't go to Lost Lands for 3 days, bro. No chance. Pat Sherman 8 years ago, sure, I'm fucking up for it, you know. But now I'm like, no, I can't do that. But I'm down to go to a house festival or like to the club all night as long as I don't have to
just do this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point. It's definitely more digestible for bigger range of age groups.
Yeah, right. It transcends more than just like a certain niche of listener.
For sure. And I think also during the pandemic, like house streams really well because it's easy listening. Yeah. You know, like a lot of the live streams, you know, shout out to fucking Brown Eggs and Lemonade, Digital Mirage, and Insomniac, all like house artists blew up. I mean, John Summit is probably the best shining example. He released Deep End during the pandemic. He blew up during the pandemic. Like, because his music it's effortless to enjoy.
Same with like Nitty Gritty, like he did the Side Piece project during the pandemic.
Great example too.
For Grammy, like, you know,
great example.
And it all happened during the pandemic, not before or after. Like it was just a byproduct of that. But yeah, I mean, it also helps that pop music went house in a way.
Yes.
Where, you know, like the David Guettas of the world were collaborating with the Sias of the world and making house music. And so
definitely.
That's the shit on the radio. So then when you hear like a cooler underground style, you're like, oh, it's familiar and still really good. Like, and then you have the Do It To It's, which is the perfect blend of the both of those, where you're like, I know this song, and then you're like, oh shit, this beat's cool.
Oh, it's cool, right? Exactly. if you didn't have that,
it might, like you said, if you just heard the instrumental and you were just a normal listener, you'd be like,
change it.
This is weird. Yeah, I don't like this. Change it. But because it had the vocal to like tie in what people's interests and likes, like it was the perfect song for that.
For sure. Austin, I know you know this, but like Lady Gaga's album literally was produced by like Chami, Burns, Axwell. You know, like if you took those Lady Gaga lyrics off,
exactly. You'd be like, oh,
those
music.
Dude, I mean, they are the pop producers. Diplo is another great example. I think there's just like countless great examples of people. Alesso, another great example. I mean, look at Swedish House Mafia's new album.
That
Yeah.
shit is really fucking interesting to me.
I guess the Weeknd's newest body of work was produced by them too. So like,
Makes sense why they're
that's fucking awesome.
yeah.
I
Like-
love that shit. I saw Weeknd was at like a Lucati house set, and I'm like, whoa. You gotta be kidding me.
Like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's really exciting because I really grew into loving house. Like I was like so many of us didn't really get it or like needed to experience it live. And then when I did, I became fucking addicted, you know, and now house music is my favorite type of music. And it's just like a special time to not only be, you know, a player in the game, but also a fan in the game.
Yep.
Like
Agreed.
dude, innovation, festivals coming back, people wanting to dance, people being able to be together again, like that Fred again song with Black Madonna.
That guy's incredible. Did you see him?
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, he
Dude,
went this weekend.
that looked incredible.
It was.
People are jumping to that shit, like because they can't, because like you can dance to that, but you
Yeah.
can also jump.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can just do that's the perfect definition. You can dance to it. But you can
Right, no,
it's really
that was
chill
probably
overall.
One of the more energetic moments of any of the sets I've been to, besides probably the Swedish house stuff. But
Right.
as far as like the whole crowd jumping, like up and down, like that, I think that's probably like from front to back of the tent. You know,
Dude.
So the only other time I saw that besides him was the Swedish house stuff where everyone, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like na 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 na.
Dude,
cannot.
that's that shit that made us love it in the early days, you know?
I didn't go the first weekend, and I almost didn't go the second weekend. I don't know why. My buddy's like, why don't you want to go? I was like, I don't know. Like I'm down. Like I'm down. So we went, and I was like, okay, that would have been silly to miss.
Yeah.
It
Looked
was-
pretty epic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
God damn.
But
Yeah.
my voice and my voice is almost gone, and my body's killing me.
I appreciate you taking this interview. Even, you know
Totally.
what? If you get fucked up on a Saturday or a Sunday, it's always 2 days after is the worst.
I'm not even hungover. Like I was
Just brain dead.
I wasn't. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, my brain's working fine. It's just my body, dude. It's like
Your body.
everything's fine. It's just like my legs are tired. Like my voice is tired. So it's not like any. It's just crazy. I should be hungover for sure, but I'm not.
Your physiology is all off right now.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what's going on. I'm probably full of dust.
He could be in medical journals probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, for sure. You stand up from a chair and you hear a crack in your hip. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Hopefully, it's not like we said just on set. We're like a week from now.
Yeah,
just,
hopefully
like,
it's not
get
delayed on set.
Mega hungover like 2 weeks after, but I doubt it.
It's all right. You're
Keep
troopers.
moving.
You just built different.
Yeah, special breed.
Holy
B-side.
Yeah,
Oh,
the B side.
That's B-side winning move. Let's go. I like both sides, but I definitely like to hang out with B-side.
Yeah, you want to hang out late with B-side for sure.
B-side plays the wrong music at Electric Hotel, though. I heard.
When he went too far off the record. Yeah,
He went rogue, full on rogue.
and the needle jumped off.
That's okay. Those kids don't know any different, my man.
No, yeah, no, it was a good time anyway.
Holy shit. All right. So what can you guys tell me about what's coming up other than a baby on the way and another track?
Baby on the way, new track, but then look out for the album coming out real soon.
Yeah.
We haven't made an official announcement about the whole project.
Somewhere around July, I would say would be good. You know, definitely by the end of the summer.
Yeah, look for a summer
just
album.
Be on the lookout for that, and announcements about the next 2 singles, and yeah, we're just gonna really start pumping out some cool stuff the next couple weeks, couple months.
And some more VIPs and remixes, though.
Oh yeah, we're always making those.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Those are part of the machine. Like
Yeah, they are.
That's just the condition of being a producer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, that's so fun too. Like when you
Yeah.
make an original and you're like, oh, this is gonna be really, really fun remixes are gonna come out of this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best. Amazing, guys. Boys, it was so great to catch up with you guys again. I really
Great talking
appreciate you
again,
some
man.
time.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, I fucking miss you guys here. I'm glad one of you is coming back, but
Yep.
let's stay in close touch. And for everybody that listened all the way through this interview, thank you. And make sure to go check out these guys' new album. I'm so fucking excited. I'm first in line at a record store if that's even a thing these days.
Oh yeah,
Hell
we'll
yeah.
definitely print some copies of records for sure.
Yes, I'm into vinyl now, guys. I moved in by myself and I said I'm watching The Sopranos, which I
Welcome to the
just
30s,
finished.
bro.
Yeah, bro, 30s. I listen to vinyl now. Life's not so bad though. Like I said in the beginning, life gets better every year.
It's true.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Thanks
Awesome,
for
guys.
playing, sure, appreciate
Much
it.
love. Talk to you soon and have a great night.
Have a good one, bro.
Later.
Hey, what's up? And thanks for watching that video. You looking for more content now? I got your back. Go to my YouTube channel right now, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on all notifications so you never miss any upcoming exclusive artist interviews, Sherman the Booth clips, new music, live sets, and more. This is your one-stop shop for everything electronic music. Cheers.